another video. I was not going to comment on this DoorDash shenanigans that's going on right now, but things have been progressing where I feel like I have to mention it because, you know, I proclaim to be a Christian, YouTuber. And so I feel like when things are getting like out of hand, or I hear someone using, you know, God to manipulate, I have to say something. Like, I have to say something. Like, if I'm gonna be a part of this like YouTube universe, there comes a point where you can't really be quiet, right? So personally, I think if DoorDash had never made an impression on me, I probably wouldn't even be making this video. But I feel like the majority of the people that are making DoorDash reaction videos are people that were inspired by her and that were actually like let down. And I just feel like if you're going to be on this platform and, you know, you want to influence people, you have to be responsible because it's a big responsibility, you know. And you have to have integrity and you have to do things the right way, because honestly you just reap what you sow. And because as a YouTuber you're already influencing people whether you want to or not, when you bring God into it to, I personally feel, manipulate people, that's like a no in my book, right? So anyway, I've had my channel for a while. I took a really long break. I didn't think I probably would ever come back to YouTube, but I felt I wanted to come back to YouTube, especially when I was making my move here to New Orleans, right? So anyway, during this period, I had come across one of DoorDash's videos, and she inspired me. She really did. I was inspired by her, and I commented on her videos. I created my own YouTube video about her and how she inspired me. You know, it's like keep going and keep pushing. Very inspirational, very relatable, very, in my opinion, I thought, like down to earth. What threw me off, honestly, was like when she would shriek and like jump up and down, just because that's just not my style. I'm very like reserved. So I was like, you know, you gotta, I looked towards myself. I looked inside and said, you know, you can't be judgmental. If this is who she is, that's fine. But it just seemed like a little immature. But I was like, you know, if that's how she expresses her joy and her excitement, and that is how she wants to get us like pumped up to like continue this YouTube journey, okay, fine, you know, so be it. Awesome, you know, because we're all different. God gave us our own unique qualities and characteristics, right? So whatever, I put that behind me. And I will just say no one had to influence me to make the consecutive steps that I made to withdraw from like the DoorDash influence experience world, I guess, because she was really popping. If you guys remember, like last summer, like during that time, it was popping. DoorDash was on fire, and she was getting us all pumped up and inspired tons of people. But anyway, once, it's crazy. Once she started to become popular, and I just noticed a lot of the things she was saying she wouldn't do, she was starting to do. Like, you know, charging for like the PDF and just charging for certain things when she said she wasn't going to do it. So that put me off already. And I wasn't like really feeling her. And then I don't know, there definitely was a last straw, but you know, I wasn't like clocking DoorDash like that. I wasn't like keeping records of receipts. So once I got that like feeling like, I don't think this is right, like something is kind of not like kosher here, I unsubscribed from DoorDash. I removed my video talking about how she inspired me. I removed that video. When I saw her videos popped up, I would put not, you know, recommend, just because I felt like let down just by like just her behavior, and the things that she was saying and the things that she was actually like doing. And so that's that. Okay, that's that, period. So fast forward, I would say this week, all of a sudden and mind you, I didn't know that she kind of went silent for like a month or two or a few months. I didn't know because, you know, I'm not following her channel, but out of nowhere, her video popped up on my feed, and I was like, oh, like I forgot all about DoorDash. Let me go click on her video. I click on it, and you know, I see that she's asking. At this point, it was like one of the first videos of her, like kind of explaining her situation, saying she is not gonna ask for, she's not gonna put a cash app, you know, in the comments or the description, whatever. And then she goes ahead and puts it in after, you know, her subscribers, her viewers are encouraging her to do so. And I just feel like whether she wants to be supported or not, and I'm trying to figure out like the best way to put this, whether she wants to be, whether she wanted to receive like donations or whatever, what have you, she said she wasn't. And for example, if I was to say, you know, guys, I'm going through this, but I'm not going to, you know, put my Cash App in the comments, okay? There is nothing you can say as my subscriber, as someone that I watch, as someone that I like value, especially like your opinion, like, you know, like I said in another video, each one of you that watch my video, you guys are super precious to me because you don't have to spend time with me. You really don't have to. But if I tell you that I'm not going to do this thing, there's nothing you can tell me to force me or encourage me to do something that I said that I'm not going to do because I have integrity. There's a reason why I am not going to do this thing. Okay? There's a reason why. But, okay, I've never said that, so I'm not, first of all, I'm just not into that kind of thing, but that's not something that I haven't said. So maybe in a future video, I wouldn't do it, but, you know, the option is open for me to do that. But my point is, if I say I'm not going to do something, I'm going to have the integrity, mean what I say, and I'm not going to do that thing. So just for me, hopefully I explained that right. Hopefully, because it's like, so like, why care? You know, like, why care? But integrity and doing what you say you're going to do is very important. It's super important. That's where trust comes about. So already her trust levels is just going down because now she doesn't even believe what she's saying. So how can we all believe you if you don't even believe yourself, or if your word means absolutely nothing to you? And, you know, you're just going to change with the wind because people encourage you to do something, you know? So, but it's all, as Syndicate says, this Scamanda like vibe. I haven't seen it, but every time you mention it, it cracks me up. So anyway, I'm watching this as someone that's coming back to her channel. And mind you, before she started like putting her Cash App and everything back into the comments, I had subscribed to her again because I was like, okay, maybe, like, I forgot honestly why I unsubscribed in the first place. I thought, you know, maybe I was just being too, not really judgmental, but maybe I was just overreacting. So I was like, okay, let me subscribe to her again. You know, she's still being, you know, encouraging. She's still relatable. She still is. There's a lot of people struggling right now, so she's still relatable. So I was like, let me subscribe to her again. Let me encourage her. And I did that. Mind you, I deleted my comment of me encouraging her because I was starting to see that there's a scheme going on. So anyway, now she's accepting donations. So she went from very like mildly, wasn't really committed to what she was saying that she wasn't gonna you know, put her Cash App, put her you know, Zells or whatever, Venmo. She wasn't gonna put that in, and then she does it because, you know, it's okay. It's okay because, for her, I'm saying, because she's not doing this on her own. She's doing it because people really, really want to help her. And mind you, that sounds crazy. Right? But, okay, she does it, fine, okay? you can't be mad at her, right? You can't be mad at her if her viewers are saying, no, we want to help you, right? But for someone like me, where integrity means everything, and it's especially something like that with, you know, when money is involved, I would have never put those links in there after I said that I wasn't going to do it. And then I had like valid reasons why. Like, she went to a whole explanation. So now she's, you know, she's asking for the donations and everything. And I was just like, whatever. I unsubscribed for him. I deleted my comments, and I was just like, you know, I'm not going to have anything to do with this. But then, you know, it started to snowball, and like Syndicate, I didn't know he's been like reporting on this woman for a minute, and other people started clicking on their video. Like, what is going on? Like, why is this like getting so crazy? Like, why is this topic such a hot topic? Like, why is DoorDash such a hot topic right now? So I was just listening to him, and then because at this point I wasn't watching her channel really. But anyway, she said something in one of the videos that he was reviewing where she said she was water fasting, okay? And at that point, I knew exactly who she was coming for, whether she realizes it or not. Whether she realizes it or not, the minute you mention water fast, even if it's for like weight loss, a lot of religious people, and not just Christians, because not only Christians fast, okay? People that are spiritual fast. And so when I heard her mention that, I was like, okay, she's coming after the soft-hearted, kind-hearted, compassionate people. She's going after spiritual people that are spiritual. She's going after the Christians. And so, still didn't think too much of it, but I saw where she was going. Okay, I'm very intuitive that way. You know, I'm kind of compassionate, so maybe I could be a little gullible sometimes, but you know, I'm able to see through things eventually. Like, I love to give people the benefit of the doubt, and that's a constant struggle within me. So anyway, I'm not going to DoorDash's like page really for the updates. I'm listening to Syndicate, and all of a sudden I hear, not all of a sudden, now he's reviewing a video where she is saying that a church, okay, just donated to her to pay her rent. Mind you, there were so many people in her comments saying, if we look at all the subscribers she has, if everyone donates $1, she'll have what she needs to pay her rent. She'll have what she needs to do this or that. People are buying her products, right? In my personal opinion, and I could be wrong, because I've never, first of all, I don't have the subscribers that she has, right? I don't have the views that she gets, so I don't know. I've never put out like a campaign to raise money or, you know, take donations, so I don't know how fast these things trickle in. But from the responses she was getting and the amount of people that wanted to help her, I'm pretty positive, and mind you, I could be wrong, this is just speculation, I'm pretty positive that DoorDash has had the money that she needs to pay probably the majority of the things that she was complaining about. And honestly, when I heard that the church supposedly donated, for me that was the last straw, because I saw it coming, and it's just 1 + 1 = 2, okay? And I will just say that and I'm not mad at DoorDash. Honestly, this is honestly is a warning, because I don't want to see anyone in a place where I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy, to be honest, right? I'm hoping for the future that she will stop using God to influence people, especially when she already made a video saying that, you know, she was God. So my issue is the lukewarmness and almost like she's using God as a genie, or maybe God starts to exist to her when you challenge him almost. Now, I'm not saying that that's what she's doing, because I think it's all a manipulative like tactic. Whether she knows she's doing it or not, I don't know. But I think this is something that she really needs to stop doing, because I don't even think she understands the seriousness of what she's saying and what she's doing and what she's like sowing and what she will eventually reap. The fact that her channel is, the fact that people are unsubscribing from her at this point is not really so much because of what she's doing now. It's because of the things that she has sown in the past, and it's harvest time. Because especially now, Syndicate is awesome. Like, I didn't know. I went to his page and I saw he had a whole playlist on this woman. Okay, her past is what's destroying her right now. Okay, and what she's currently doing now, she's sowing right now, and eventually there's going to be another season of reaping. Okay, and that can be worse for her possibly if she doesn't like stop what she's doing. And I honestly believe that she will have to do what Syndicate says and possibly restart her, like, just stop this particular YouTube channel, deactivate it, I don't know, or just give up on this one and start a new one. I don't want to see anyone fail. And what sucks is when you're using God to manipulate people. It's so serious, and she doesn't know how serious it is because I don't think she actually believes, because I would never do that. Listen, I fear God, okay? Reverence. I would never do that. I'm watching her speak and I'm actually afraid for her. I don't think she doesn't know what she's doing, or else she would not be doing it. So I'm gonna say I hope she stops that. I also see another cycle that she's in. Not cycle. There's a pattern of behavior that she has, that we're all picking up on it. We're not picking on her. I think it takes time to change, and so I'm not hating on DoDash. I feel like maybe she was like between a rock and a hard place, and this is just how she knows to get ahead. Maybe, but if you guys really want to help her, you cannot donate to this woman. You just cannot give her anything, because she tells you what she's going to do with the money. So you can't be mad at her, because she's telling you that she's not going to be responsible. She's telling you, do you do that? Do you save your money? Do you invest it? She's telling you. She's not saying, you know what, that is a great idea. I'm going to budget and I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. She's not saying any of that. She's like, do you do that? Do you do that? No, I'm not going to do that because you don't do it. Mind you, there are people out there that invest. There are people that, if they were to come across a large sum of money, they would do the right thing. Okay? So she's not doing it. She's doing it to tell you that she's not going to be responsible. Ever. I don't hear any, like Syndicate says and what everyone else is saying online, I don't hear any accountability for now or the future. All right, so I'm going to leave it at that because I don't want to ramble on too long. I really don't. But I'm hoping and I'm praying that she just stops using God's name to manipulate people. You know, whether she believes it or not. Guys, when you sow into someone, when you give money to someone, you're getting pulled into that world, okay? All right, and DoDash is filled with like a lot of lack. Okay, she's able to accumulate because she knows how to accumulate. She doesn't know how to keep. She's in a poverty cycle, and you guys are sowing into a poverty cycle. So to help yourself and to help DoDash, you have to stop sowing seeds into this poverty cycle. Okay, you have to help someone that actually needs help, and you have to help someone that speaks life into their own situation. Okay, and when you're saying, I'm not going to do this, I'm not going to do that. The reason we all think it's a scam, the reason we can all see through her is because she knows what to say. All right, she brought up the richest man in Babylon because for the majority of, for the ones who have read it, we know what's in that book. So those are just like fake receipts. It's fake evidence. But I just heard through the grapevine that she just got her eyelashes done and that she redid her eyebrows. So we're back at it again. Please, if you want to actually help DoDash, help her spirit, help her soul, help her in this life, do not donate to her. She's unfortunately going to have to learn the hard way. Probably not so hard. She has a sister, and I don't know if she has other family, but she won't be put out. She has a car. She can DoorDash. She can DoorDash. All right, you guys. So I'm gonna leave it at that. No hate towards her. I want to see her. I want to see everyone succeed. But when there's patterns, and it seems like she is scamming people because she know that she can, it's not right. Okay, and I'm gonna leave it at that. Okay. We have to be able to correct each other, and hopefully that is how this video is coming across. Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna go, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Bye.